There are 3 words that can change the entire course of your life. 3 words that can lift a broken heart, spark fire in a tired spirit, and give strength to a weary soul. Never give up. Those words are not just a slogan, not just a phrase to decorate posters or to be repeated in empty classrooms. They are a call to arms. They are a reminder that when life knocks you down, it does not have the final say. You do. You are the one who decides whether you remain on the ground or rise up again. Think about the journey of your life so far. How many moments have you faced that felt impossible to overcome? How many times did you feel that the mountain was too high, the storm too fierce, the darkness too deep? Yet here you are today. That is proof enough that you have been able to walk through moments you once thought you could never survive. It means that inside of you exists a power that is stronger than pain, stronger than doubt, and stronger than defeat. No, the truth is that no dream comes easy. Every person who has ever stood on the stage of greatness, every person who has reached the highest level of success, every person who has been remembered as a champion has walked through valleys of struggle and moments of despair. They all faced voices that told them they were not enough, circumstances that tried to stop them, and challenges that tried to break them. What separated them from the rest was not luck, not talent alone, but a choice. The choice to never give up. When you decide never to give up, you create a standard for your life. You tell yourself that quitting is not an option. You may rest, but you will not stop. You may slow down, but you will not surrender. You may stumble, but you will not remain down. Life is not about walking through straight, smooth roads. It is about facing rough ground, sharp turns, and steep climbs. Those moments build your strength. Those challenges test your character, and those trials shape your future. Think about the seed planted in the soil. For a long time, there is no evidence of growth. The ground looks dry, the seed is hidden, and the world sees nothing. But under the surface, pressure builds, roots begin to form, and something powerful begins to happen. Then one day the soil cracks and life breaks through. That is exactly how your life works. When nothing seems to be moving, when progress feels invisible, something inside of you is being built. Your roots are taking hold. The deeper the struggle, the stronger the foundation. If you never give up, you eventually break through. People often say that failure is the end. That is not true. Failure is a teacher, a mirror, and a guide. Every setback carries a lesson that prepares you for the next opportunity. When you never give up, failure cannot hold you back. It simply redirects you, shapes you, and builds you for the victory that is waiting on the other side. Those who quit never see the reward. Those who persist, even through tears and sweat, discover the life they once only dreamed about. But there'll always be critics. There will always be those who whisper that your dream is too big, that your vision is impossible, that your fight is pointless. But remember, those voices do not live your life. They do not carry your purpose. They do not fuel the fire that burns in your chest. You cannot let their doubt become your truth. Your destiny is too important to surrender to the opinion of others. Never give up because of noise around you. Silence it with action, drown it out with progress, and prove it wrong with victory. The question you must ask yourself is this: how much does your dream mean to you? If it truly matters, then you must be willing to walk through rejection, endure the long nights, face the obstacles, and keep going no matter how hard it becomes. Because the reward is not just the achievement itself. The reward is the person you become through the process. You become stronger, wiser, more courageous, and more determined. That transformation is the real treasure. So stand tall today. Do not let yesterday's disappointments define you. Do not let today's struggles break you. Look at yourself in the mirror and declare with full confidence, I will never give up. Say it until it becomes your belief. Say it until it becomes your truth. Say it until it becomes your lifestyle. Because once you carry that spirit, there is nothing that can stop you. The part of this journey is about the reality of the fight. It is one thing to say never give up. It is another to live it when your body is tired, your heart is heavy, and your mind is filled with doubt. That is when the choice becomes real. That is when you find out what you are truly made of. So life will test you. It will put you in moments where giving up seems easier than holding on. It will push you to the edge and whisper that there is no point in continuing. It will make you question your worth, your talent, and your purpose. But that is when you must dig deeper. That is when you must look inside yourself and remember why you started. The fire that once sparked your dream is still there. You just have to fan the flame. No, every champion has a story of struggle. Look at athletes, entrepreneurs, inventors, and leaders. Behind every medal, behind every success, behind every breakthrough is a season of pain. Nights of loneliness, days of defeat, moments of weakness. What carried them through was not the absence of struggle, but the presence of determination. They decided that the pain of quitting was far greater than the pain of continuing. You must ask yourself, what happens if you give up? Where will you be if you stop now? Will your dream vanish? Will your effort be wasted? Will the vision you once carried fade away? The truth is, if you quit today, you will always wonder what could have been. That regret will follow you far longer than any temporary pain. The weight of giving up is far heavier than the weight of holding on. No, understand this: greatness is not built in comfort. It is built in the heat of challenge. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Gold is purified by fire. The same is true for your life. Without challenge, you remain ordinary. With struggle, you are shaped into something extraordinary. That is why you cannot stop. That is why you cannot surrender. The very pain you feel today is the proof that growth is taking place. You know, when you wake up tired, push forward. When the door is shut, knock again. When the world says no, believe in your yes. Your persistence is your weapon. Your determination is your armor. Every step you take forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you deserve. The path is not easy, but it is worth it. Some of you are fighting battles no one else sees. Private struggles that keep you awake at night. Silent wars that drain your spirit. Yet here is the truth. If you are still breathing, you still have a chance. As long as you wake up to another sunrise, you are not finished. Life is giving you another opportunity to fight, another chance to win, another day to rise. That means your story is not over. Hold on to your vision, even when the world laughs, even when friends doubt, even when family does not believe. Hold on, because what is placed in your heart is not random. It is your calling, your mission, your reason. It is not meant for others to fully understand. It is meant for you to carry with faith and courage until the day it becomes real. You know, never give up, not because the road is easy, but because the prize is worth the struggle. You may not see the finish line yet, but it is there. Every step forward brings you closer. One day, all the tears, all the pain, and all the effort will turn into joy, victory, and fulfillment. But only if you refuse to quit. Now imagine your future self looking back at this very moment. Imagine them saying, thank you for not giving up. Thank you for believing when it was hard. Thank you for fighting when it was painful. Thank you for staying the course when walking away seemed easier. That future version of you will live a life full of pride, full of strength, and full of accomplishment because of the choices you make today. You know, this is the truth. You are capable of far more than you realize. You are stronger than you think, smarter than you believe, and braver than you imagine. But you will never discover the depth of your strength unless you push yourself beyond your limits. You will never know how high you can rise unless you are willing to climb. You will never know the power of your story unless you refuse to quit before it is written. No, the journey is not about perfection. It is about persistence. You will make mistakes, you will fall short, and you will experience setbacks. But mistakes are not the end. They are stepping stones. Falling short is not failure, it is feedback. Setbacks are not signs to quit. They are signs to adjust and continue. The only true defeat is when you stop trying. Think about the people who inspire you. They are not perfect. They are not flawless. They are ordinary people who made an extraordinary choice. They decided to keep going. They decided to rise after falling. They decided to turn obstacles into opportunities. They decided to never give up. That decision is available to you every single day. When the road gets tough, remember the reason you started. Remember the faces of those who believe in you. Remember the dream that first made your heart race. Let that be your fuel. Let that be your reminder that your fight matters, that your journey has meaning, and that your dream is possible. You know, there will be seasons of waiting, times when progress feels slow, and moments when nothing seems to change. The patience part of the process, growth often happens quietly beneath the surface before it is visible to the world. Do not mistake delay for defeat. Do not mistake struggle for failure. Your time is coming if you hold on long enough to see it. So let today be the day you make a declaration that you will not quit on your dreams, your purpose, or your life. A declaration that will keep fighting, keep believing, and keep moving forward no matter what. Say it with all your heart, never give up, because the moment you carry that spirit, life begins to shift in your favor. Opportunities appear, doors open, and strength rises. And when you finally stand on the mountain of victory, when you finally see the reward of your perseverance, you will look back and realize that every struggle was worth it. Every tear had a purpose. Every obstacle was shaping you. And you will smile knowing that you did not quit, that you kept going, that you lived the truth of never giving up. So let this be your conclusion, your anthem, your promise to yourself. No matter how dark the night, I will see the dawn. No matter how heavy the burden, I will carry it forward. No matter how strong the storm, I will walk through it. I will never give up. Because my story is not over, my dream is alive, and my future is waiting.